Good morning, everybody. Thanks for joining us once again for the AGM of the BII. That was all fairly clear and straightforward. Okay, so the BII was founded over 40 years ago as a charity to support our individual members in the licence trade. And the whole BII team are very passionate about our purpose. And our purpose is that we do all we can to keep pubs thriving at the heart of every community. And we do this through innovation and through best practice, by championing and sharing the highest professional standards, by promoting professional development in all areas of the pub sector, and by being there to support our members with what matters most. Okay, we continue to gain valuable insight from our members via our own direct surveys, through joint surveys alongside other trade and industry bodies, and of course through our own day-to-day conversations with thousands of members. We've taken well over 1,000 helpline calls this year across our 8 expert helpline providers, and the membership team continues to engage directly with members, with a staggering 8,500 calls completed so far in 2023. And the feedback is pretty consistent. The trading environment for most members has never been more challenging. The key issues that come up time and time again affecting profitability are escalating energy bills, labour costs, and food and drink inflation. Staff shortages across all roles remain an issue holding back full trading potential for many. And of course, we continue to press and lobby government to help support and sustain pubs, particularly with structural support via long-term VAT reduction, as is the case in most European countries, and short-term confirmation of extension to the current business rate relief, where we have no clarity beyond the end of March 2024. Our members are at the heart of everything we do. They provide fantastic expertise, insight and innovation to share across our membership and with key stakeholders such as government and the media. Mark Holden, Matt Todd, Kerry de Villiers, Anthony Pender and myself all supported the BII, bringing expert insight and opinion into the discussion panels at Pub 23 earlier this year on key topics such as sustainability. Kerry de Villiers, alongside Joe Buckley and James Bainbridge, gave their opinions at the leased and tenanted event run by CAM. And many of our members have supported us by engaging with their own local MPs, including Stephen Mark Grist, who met with Sarah Dines in their hometown of Ashbourne recently. And we also held a licensee roundtable with Minister Hollenrake earlier this year, supported by Licensee of the Year winners or former winners and ambassadors Ashley and Kelly McCarthy, BII Fellows Charlie Kilburn and Gary Usher, and BII member Abby Marshall, to share the reality of trading and prioritise the help that we need from government. We are led by our members and we gain member insight through our regular surveys, ensuring that we're always focused on what matters most. This is driving our services and offering comprehensive support in all the areas we can, and engaging with government through the voices and feedback of our members. In addition to engaging with ministers, MPs and officials directly, we have launched our My Pub campaign on the back of the previous Not Just a Pub campaign to get MPs into pubs throughout the summer. This engagement is key to share the great local businesses our pubs are, the realities of trading with exceptional short-term pressures, and what will be needed from government to allow pubs to be at the heart of future economic growth. So we continue to make the case for our members' pubs at all levels of government. The member help desk continues to be the most used helpline, with the team directing members to the support we have available, as well as listening to their challenges and their successes. Our quarterly magazine, BII News, goes from strength to strength with Kate Oppenheim as our editor. Our awards and events not only provide a platform to recognise the excellence in our sector, but also to promote pubs as a positive career choice and enable us to share best practice across the whole network. We continue to promote membership of the BII and of the sector in general via industry trade shows across the country, bringing insight and expertise to panels at all these key events. And we will be present at the Northern Restaurant and Bar Show in March next year, and we've worked closely with the organisers of the pub show, Pub 24, to create a show that's really led by BII. We continue to strengthen our online communications via our website, email communications, and social media platforms. Our team this year have launched BII.org, creating a clearer member journey and easier access to the wealth of information, support, and resources to help their businesses thrive. And recently, we've worked with Zonal to produce another series of podcasts speaking to this year's lawyer finalists, which will be launched shortly, and host and support numerous webinars for us. Our events provide a fantastic platform for recognising, sharing, and rewarding exceptional operators. We continue to champion best practice and excellence in our sector with our key platforms. The People Conference and NEATers in the autumn, our summer event showcasing Licensee of the Year Award finalists and the winners, and our members continue to be our biggest source of inspiration. And our awards provide a hugely valuable platform to share their stories and to help and inspire other members with new ideas, and also to positively promote the sector in every way. We recognise the opportunity and challenge that being ever more sustainable poses for our members' pubs. Sustainability is and will be key to business success moving forward, not least by making pub businesses even leaner. Our recently launched Sustainability Champion Awards is recognising exceptional work by pub teams across the country and inspiring others to start their journey to more sustainable business practices. To date, we've awarded over 25 sustainability champions across the UK, and this programme will continue to grow and expand in the months ahead. The whole of the BII team is focused on continually improving our approach in supporting our members and delivering our purpose in every way we can. Before we move on to questions, I would like to add my thanks to Steve and all of the BII team. We've had another phenomenal year driving forward the organisation and supporting our members in all of the ways I've outlined today. The BII is in great shape, and we've never been more important or relevant to our members as a result of our membership. And as a result, our membership is really continuing to grow. So many thanks to all of the BII team for the hard work that you've done in the last 12 months. Okay, so we have a bit of time for any questions. If anybody's got any, as Molly said earlier, please fire them through to the BII comms team, and we will pick them up. Doesn't look like we've had any through so far, so we'll move on. But if any do come up, then we'll do our best to address them. Okay. If I can now just introduce Sheila, seeing our head of finance, and she's going to take us through all of the key financial and business headlines for the last 12 months.
Thanks, Mark. Good morning, everyone. Just a quick recap of the main issues that affected the 2022 accounts before we get into the numbers. So 2022 was the first full year of trading without any lockdowns or restricted trading. But due to many factors outside our control, there was further challenges for our members, which included the cost of living crisis, high inflation, driving significant cost increases in food and drinks, and a deepening energy crisis. Through all of these added pressures, the BII team have continued to support our members and have been a key voice into government for independently operated pubs, urging them to give our members as much support as possible, which in the short term was focused on heavily discounted business rates that are still in place. This is the first year since COVID lockdowns that we delivered all 3 events: the NETA Awards and the People Conference in February, the Summer Event and Licensee of the Year Awards was in June, and the Thai Trade Forum was in October. All 3 events were delivered exceptionally, even with the added challenge of rail and tube strikes impacting the summer event. In July 2022, we implemented a new finance system, which was seamlessly delivered and has enabled our accounts to be produced within 3 days of the month end. We also continue to look for efficiencies and streamline manual processes through our CRM system. All these efficiencies have released manpower, which in turn allows us that time to be spent on member interaction, be it through one-to-one calls, member visits, additional support services, or talking to government on their behalf. The 2022 accounts for the BII incorporate a full year of normal trading after many exceptional items impacting the 2021 results, specifically the sale of the warding body to the Skills and Education Group. It is therefore very pleasing to see a trading surplus of £41,000. This does not include the profit share income of £139,000 from the sale of the awarding body, and is on the back of a trading deficit of £242,000 in 2021. Once the profit share is included, the surplus for the year is £180,000. Our income grew by 1% year on year to £1.6 million. However, on continuing operations, it grew by an encouraging 16%. The 2021 accounts included 2 months of income from the awarding body before it was sold on the 28th of February 2021. Like our members, we have also felt the brunt of inflationary cost increases, and the team have worked very hard to keep costs under control with constant reviews year on year. Year on year, expenditures down 15% and for continuing operations, which is a great achievement when considering inflation was up to 11% in October 22. Cash is at a very good and stable level of £1.1 million, which allows us to be in a good position moving forward for investment in delivering member benefits when needed. The 2022 accounts were audited by Sayer Vincent, and the council have agreed to re-elect Sayer Vincent for their 2023 audit. Looking forward to 2023, our strong and stable financial position allows us to focus on driving value for members through continued support in innovation in new services, especially with all the unprecedented inflation increases, energy increases, and pressures on staffing issues. We have relaunched our website to make our members' experience easier. It has been done to help ensure the member or new member knows exactly where to go. We have had positive feedback from members on this change. In the early months of 2023, with help from across the BII team, we revamped and relaunched the pre-entry awareness training course, also known as PEAT, in-house and on a new platform. This has been working very well and has seen good growth in numbers. Our strategy to grow core membership is key, and the commercial and membership teams continue to look for various opportunities. We have developed a long-term strategic partnership with the Skills and Education Group following the sale of the warding body, where both parties can benefit a great deal from working together in the future. Costs are constantly being reviewed and new ways of working being adopted to help make us a lean operator. The summary for the half 2 of 2023 and beyond. The senior leadership team have a clear and concise strategic plan for growth, future development and enhancements to provide the best support for our members. We will continue to look at various opportunities to grow membership numbers. We are financially sustainable for the future with a strong cash position. Having been with the BII for 2.5 years and being part of the senior leadership team, I have every confidence that the goals and the purpose that we have agreed as a wider team will be delivered. The future for the BII is an exciting one. Thank you. I can take some questions.
Thanks, Sheila. We have had a question in on the financial side. Is there an ongoing income following the sale of the awarding body? Was that exceptional income now finished?
No, that's the sale of the awarding body was a 5-year contract. We are into year 2, so there is 3 years still to come.
Okay, thanks, Sheila. If there's any other questions on the financials, if you could just fire them through to the comms team via the chat function, and we will ask Sheila to cover them off. I don't think we've had any more through. Okay, all right, thank you, Sheila. That's great. Right, we'll move forward onto the voting section, if that's okay. And I'll read out the resolution for each of the ones that we are voting on today. As Molly said earlier, there'll be a poll box that pops up on your screen, and if you can then vote, and when all the votes are in, we'll add those to the proxy votes, and then I'll announce the result. Okay, so the first ordinary resolution is that the report of council and audited accounts for the year ending 21st December 2022 are hereby adopted, and I am proposing that, and that motion has been seconded by Lidvid Halleck. So if I could ask you to vote on that now, please. Okay, just waiting for a few more votes to come in on that one. Okay, thank you, everybody. That has been passed. Okay, if we can move on to the second one, please. Okay, so the second motion is that Sayer Vincent, our auditors, be and are hereby re-elected as auditors to hold office until the conclusion of the next general meeting at which accounts are laid. Sorry, screen being interrupted, are being laid before the members, and the council is authorised to fix their remunerations. So if you could please vote on that now. I am proposing that, and Paul Eales is seconding that motion. Okay, thank you, everybody. That's also been passed. Okay, the third motion today, there we go, is that Katie Moses, having been nominated by council, be re-elected as an industry advisor of the BII for a term of 3 years. Again, I'm proposing that, and Michelle Hazelwood has seconded. Okay, thank you all. I can see that's been passed very quickly. Thank you. Okay, the next motion, which again I am proposing, is that Stephen Owens, having been nominated by council, as elected as industry advisor to the BII for a period of 3 years. That has been seconded by Tim Smith. Okay, that's been passed. Thank you very much, everybody. Okay, and we're moving on. The next one is that Amanda Hemming, having been nominated by council, be elected as an industry advisor of the BII for a period of 3 years. Again, I am proposing that, and Greg Mangham has seconded it. Okay, that's great. Thank you. It's been passed. Okay, next is that James Nye, having been nominated by council, be elected as industry advisor of the BII for a period of 3 years. Again, I have proposed that and Mike List has seconded it. Okay, great, that's been passed, thank you. And lastly, once again, I'm proposing that Chris Black, having been nominated by council, be elected as industry advisor of the BII for a period of 3 years. And that has again been seconded by Tim Smith. Okay, that's great. That's very quick. Thank you, everybody. That has also been passed. Right, thank you, everyone. That now concludes our AGM for another 12 months. Thank you to everybody for attending and giving up a bit of your time on a Monday morning. Once again, thank you to Steve and all of the BIA team for your hard work and dedication over the last 12 months, and to everybody who supports and promotes the BII. That's actually our biggest weapon moving forward is having people positively supporting and saying good things about the organisation, and that promotion really helps to grow our membership base. So thank you everybody for joining, and we look forward to seeing you next year. Thank you.